Hey, what's up everybody? Daddy Dave, Street Outlaws. Hey, what's up YouTube Nation? Daddy Dave, Street Outlaws. And today, as I had posted earlier, the little white truck that I bought, the single cab short bed, I'm actually gonna get started on that thing today. I bought it out of state and got a pretty good deal on it. And initially it was going to be my new daily driver, something to drive around. May have went a little far with the S10, the modifications did, but as it turns out, my S10 ain't as out of street as I thought it was. Like, I still love driving that thing every day. It's the funnest vehicle I have, and so we're gonna do some upgrades to this white truck and see if we can't sell it or raffle it or do a giveaway. We're gonna do something with it, but today we're gonna get started on it. Called my guys up at Procharger, and they sent me a kit for it. It's a P1 SC kit. Not quite your base model thing, but it's a low boost application for stock motors, and this one still has a stock motor in it. Like, nothing's been touched in this thing. The whole truck's pretty much stock. I have upgraded a few things on it. I bought new bumpers, paintable top cap, grill. We changed all that. Put new headlights in it, new running lights, new lower valance. Put some new rubber on it. It's got 20s on it. So, and it is a 4.8 liter. So as you know, they don't make a bunch of power. Even with a power adder on her, it's still kind of weak. So we're not going to set the world on fire with this or set world records with it. It's just going to make Procharger noises, make some boost, and have some fun with it. Put some bed caps on it, new tail lights, paintable back bumper. Just little upgrades we've done so far. And then there's that. Still funnest vehicle I own. And of course, it's got to have twins on it. Icebox performance, big air to water intercooler. You pack that thing with ice in each side. Beginning of the night, you can drive around all night. Air temps are always around 40 degrees. And that hole's big enough that you can put cold beverages in there. Still not caged. Still got factory seats, dash, and 17s. But back to this unit. I got everything unboxed from Procharger. Air to air, the P1 SC Procharger, all the rubber couplings, air filter, bracket, tuner, new injectors, all the cold side piping, blow-off valve. I'm pretty excited about this deal. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Years ago, my wife had a 2013 Denali XL, and I put the same kit on her Denali for her. And she drove that thing for 5 years, trouble-free. We never had any issues out of that motor, Procharger, nothing. That thing was just a blast to drive. Got a hold of Procharger on this one. We're gonna put the same kit on this truck, and hopefully somebody can have some fun with this thing. Procharger's put a lot of time and R&D in all their kits, and it comes with this amazing manual. Like, I've done several Procharger's kits on F-150s, Mustangs, GMC trucks, Denalis, all that stuff, and I'm telling you, if you follow this thing step by step, you'll get it. They map it all out for you and let you know what steps to take and how to do it. So if you just copy this thing and follow it, you'll be fine. So we're gonna get started. So one of the first things they want you to do is plastic cover the inlet tube. This is the air intake tube for it, mass air filter, or mass air meter. And then they want you to take the whole air box out of it, so it just snaps in. That's where your air filter and everything is. You're messing with the fuel system, so they want you to remove the fuel pump fuse. Take the fan shroud off and get it out of the way. This truck don't have an electric fan on it. If we wanted to make a little more horsepower, we could go to the soul jar and get an electric fan off the one. Procharger sits over here, so almost everything over here has got to be moved. Probably should pay attention how that comes off. It's always a puzzle getting it back on. Three bolts that hold the bracket. Alternator power steering bracket to the cylinder head. This truck's pretty clean. No rust on it. Somebody's taking good care of it. And we're gonna beat the hell out of it. This is their main bracket that bolts to the three bolts that we just pulled out. Procharger will actually bolt to this. Everything, every nut, bolt, spacer that has to do with the Procharger bracket will be in the bag that is associated with it. Like, the bracket will have all the nuts, bolts, and spacers that it needs to bolt to where it needs to. Probably the part where you should get your buddy over to help you. Just gotta get situated in the right spot. It was pretty stout. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You almost gotta be a contortionist to get your hands in here. To say the least, the whole Procharger installation went fairly well. The intercooler, pretty simple. Our biggest struggle has been the boost pipes. When you're dealing with big 3 and 4 inch rubber couplers and putting them in tight spaces with some tubing, it can be a struggle. But they're all on. Down there you got the main one off the Procharger. Goes down through there and past the frame rail to the intercooler and comes back up this side. Mass airflow meter will be right there. Then the boost pipe into the intake. For the most part, been fairly simple install. Now we got to put a set of injectors in it and load the tune-up that's straight from Procharger. This is a stock 4.8 truck. So nothing special. It has catalytic converters on it, muffler, factory exhaust manifolds, and I told them that's the way I was going to keep it, just because we've had one of these before on my wife's Denali, and we had zero issues with it. Like, everything worked flawless for a long time. So I'm going to leave this truck the way it is, bone stock, just with a Procharger, 5-6 pounds of boost. We're going to put a tranny in it, 4L60 that has some good internals, because we all know they're weak as hell and they will break. So we're going to put a 4L60 in it and maybe a small converter just to help the Procharger get boost a little quicker. So we're going to cram some injectors in this thing, load a tune-up in it, and fire the thing up. The big Procharger, and of course the Procharger whistle.